Hey guys, welcome back to the ATGATT Show, your guide to buying off the rack. My name is Ariel, aka the little big girl. We're here at Muse Moto Garage where the Tech JP can help you with anything you need on your motorcycle, even custom motorcycle jobs, but just leave that for the off season, okay? Because them's big works. Now, keep in mind, everything I talk about is really my opinion based off of my experience working at one of the top local motorcycle gear shops for 7 seasons, as well as all of my customer feedback and conversations with tons of brand reps, including Dainese, Alpine Stars, Revit, etc. You may not agree with me. You may have someone tell you something completely different. That is all totally okay. There are so many factors for buying off the rack, including body type, tightness tolerance, and most importantly, your budget. So just use this as a guide to making the right purchase for you. Finally, things are always evolving in this industry, so if you know something I don't know, share it with the class. Respectfully leave it in the comments and maybe we can talk about it in a future video. Now, let's get into it. Track gear is not cheap, so make sure you have the budget to invest in this. I would budget between 2,500 and 3,000 Canadian, assuming you already have a helmet. A lot of things you can find used, just don't buy a used helmet, so let's start there. Most organizations require a helmet that was manufactured in the last 5 years, so double check the age of your helmet. You can usually find this either on the helmet strap or on a sticker inside the shell. Some organizations will require Snell rating, but this is not as common. Out of all the organizations I've ever tracked with, only one ever did, but just something to keep in mind. Now let's talk about protecting your body. You have 3 options for outfits: 1-piece suits, 2-piece suits, and 2-piece sets. But what's the difference between a 2-piece suit and a 2-piece set? Let me tell you. A 2-piece suit is a suit that actually separates into an independent jacket and pants. These 2 pieces are not meant to be worn separately. They need to be worn together. The jacket itself is designed shorter than those off the rack, so that when you bend over, it doesn't bunch up as much and is more comfortable. The pants are also higher for the same reason. If you wear just the jacket when you are out and about in the city, you're not going to get the lower lumbar protection that you would from an off-the-rack jacket that is sold separately. Plus, if you slide, your jacket is more likely to rise and not do its job of protecting you. I know the crop top look is cute, ladies, but it's just not as safe. A 2-piece set is an off-the-rack jacket paired with off-the-rack pants that zip together. Most organizations need them to be connected by a 360-degree zipper. This is a better option for people who want to be able to wear their gear on the track and on the street. Also, most organizations need your gear to be made of leather because leather is the most protective material. Textile is better for more slow speed crashes, and that's just not what usually happens at the racetrack, unless it's a very small racetrack, but even then. Just check the rules of the organization that you're signing up for. Here are some things to look for when you're trying on a suit. Your cuffs should end at around your wrist bone, and it should be very narrow. Same thing with the pant leg. They should end just around your ankle or just above your ankle bone, nice and snug. The reason for this is because of the gloves and boots. Putting on the gloves and putting on the boots, which are usually over gloves and over boots, makes it easier when the sleeves and pants don't go as long as normal clothes. Also, when you're trying it on, expect a brand new suit to pull you in at the shoulders and pull you down uncomfortably, so you kind of look like a monkey. The reason for this is because it is designed for you to be in tuck position. It's not designed for you to walk around. I know it looks cool, but it takes time to break in your suit. Not that much time, maybe like a week, but it does take time. So have patience. When you're buying new, buy it, like I always say, 1 step down from perfect. Give the leather time to break into your body. It's gonna be worth it, I promise. Next up, gloves. Most organizations require leather gauntlet gloves. Gauntlet gloves are long, armored, with super padded or armored wrist support. Glove brands also fit differently. Some are wide, some are narrow, some have longer fingers, and for some reason, Dainese always has long freaking thumbs. I am not personally concerned about my fingers reaching the end of the gloves because I'm small and have tiny hands, and most off-the-rack gloves don't fit me. Even my track gloves still have space at the tips of the fingers. I personally don't find it bothers me, but you do what's right for you. All I ask is you follow the same advice. Buy 1 step down from perfect because it's going to stretch out. Now let's talk about boots. There are so many different boots on the market, but most of the time for the track, you're required to have an overboot. There are tons of different options, and as usual, each brand fits differently. Do you see a theme here? Know your brand. know what brand fits you best. For example, Alpine Stars in general will fit a little wider, Dainese will be a little narrower, and City is even more narrow. So just go out there and try them on. Things to look for when you're trying on track boots is you want your toes to just be touching the front or have the tiniest bit of space. If your toes are folded, that is way too small. But if it's snug on just the top and on the sides, give it a little bit of time. Those are the areas that will usually soften and stretch with use. Also, keep in mind they're not designed for walking. So don't be surprised if your heel lifts when you're walking in the boot. There's a reason for it, and that is that it's designed for you when you're on the bike and to protect your ankles. Lastly, you will need an additional back protector or even better, an airbag. Most organizations require a separate wearable back protector and/or a chest protector. Airbags are also a really good option that people are going for nowadays. When you're trying on a suit, bring your back protector or airbag. It'll feel extra tight, but keep in mind that the suit will stretch. Don't try to imaginarily accommodate it when you're trying things on because that is so unreliable. If you want to get it right the first time and bring what you need to bring. I think that is everything for gear you need to buy for the track. There's other things to consider like base layers, a balaclava, earplugs, but let's just leave it there for track gear. I know that this is a lot of information for you to process on your own, and this is where having a trusted local retailer will come in handy. They can use their expertise and experience to help you find the right gear for you. I've personally fit hundreds of different people with gear who have all given me feedback that I get to apply to my next customer. And that's not something you can get from reviews. Support local, and they'll support you back. If you want more content like this, hit subscribe and shoot me a follow at The Little Big Girl. Thanks for watching and happy shopping. If you want